Hello, welcome to the first Camp NaNo vlog. I did just wash my hair and it hasn't been brushed, so ignore that. It's actually the second, not the first, because yesterday I was working from 5 a.m. until like 7 p.m. and it was fine. It was, you know, a day of work and it wasn't too stressful or anything. Like, it was fine. But getting up at 4:30 in the morning and then being awake until 7 o'clock at the job and then coming home. My intention was like, I'll go home and I'll write a little bit, right? No, I came home and my parents were actually here, and so I just sort of like sat on my mom's lap and like didn't do anything productive. So yeah, writing didn't happen yesterday, but it's gonna happen today. We're shooting for 40K. No pressure. I'm at 22,000 in Cindy's book right now, so I would love to be like reaching the end of her book by the end of April, but that's not going to happen. Even with 40K, that's not going to happen. I expect this book to be large-ish. Not as large as some of these monsters, but large-ish. We're going to write today. Hi, Monday's update. So I didn't actually write yesterday, Sunday, the 2nd, when I started this video. But I did do a lot of work, like 2.5 hours of work, on Guy's book to get it public. And it is! You guys, we're done with all of that chaos, so hooray. Yesterday was a win. So glad that's over. But I haven't actually, it's the 3rd, and I haven't done any Camp NaNo work, which is fine. I just pulled up the NaNo site to see, like, goal-wise, hitting the 40,000, you know, like how far behind I am. And I only need to write 1,400 words today, and my goal for the past, you know, month and a half, 2 months, whatever it's been, has been 1,500 words on weekdays. So that's extremely doable. I was gonna do that anyway. So that's fine. The thing with Camp NaNo is that I will need to write more days of the week, because typically I write 4 days of the week, maybe 5. I tend to skip Friday and then sometimes write on either Saturday or Sunday. Typically I write Monday through Thursday with my 1,500 words. And with Camp NaNo, I'm going to be needing to write all 5 weekdays and then maybe weekends for catch-up or something. So like right now I'm not behind because I will write 1,500 words today, but in the future I may need to work on weekends. I don't know. Well, we'll see how it goes. Whatever. It'll be fine. Okay, Monday evening update. I wrote 1,300 words, roughly, on my Prickle earlier today. In case I haven't explained on this vlog, which I probably haven't, my writing group has a hedgehog theme, and when we gather together to write, we call it a prickle because a gathering of hedgehogs is called a prickle. Yeah. Anyway, I wrote 1,300 words, so I need a couple hundred more to hit my like 1,500 goal thing that I've been doing with one of my hedgie sisters for the past month or 2 or however long we've been at this. Yeah, and also on the NaNo site specifically in order to be on track or whatever. I still need 100 words or something like that. It was like 14 something on the site today in order to finish my goal by the end of April. But also if I want to like actually catch up and not just be on track for the end of April, but like be... Listen, let me show you on the charts. This is hard to explain. let's see. So today, 1429 is what I need to get to like successful today. But hello, whoa, touchscreen is having a bad day. Here we go. That won't put me at today's word count, which is 4,000. That will just put me on, like, if I write this many today, and then tomorrow, and then the next day, yada, 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 I will eventually be on track by the end of the month. Does that make sense? So, like, I'm shooting for this for now, because I don't feel like I need to push myself. It's only my first, like, day of writing. But also, I could push myself to, like, actually be on track. That seems like a lot, though. I don't want to get to 4,000 a day. Welcome to Tuesday. We ended up with over 1,700 words yesterday, so I definitely made the daily goal. The goal today on the NaNo site is again around 1,400 words, so obviously I'm going to make it because I write 1,500 with my hedgy partner in crime situation. In order to, like, actually be on track, like on the chart, I have to reach 5,333 words by the end of the day. I don't think I'm going to try, though, to do this, like, catch-up thing, at least not during the weekdays when I don't really have that much time to write anyway. I'm just going to keep hitting the daily word count thing that it's like, well, if you do this much, you'll be on track by the end of the month. Because I write that much anyway. So that I'm not having to stretch myself, at least this week. We'll see once the weekend hits. Since that 1,400 thing is definitely if you write this every day, you'll be on track. And I don't typically write on the weekends, so I will, at some point I will have to, like, actually catch up. But not today. I just made my tea for the Perkle I'm about to host, and when I poured it into the little infuser, I was like, oh wow, we're getting to the bottom of the barrel. It's starting to get, like, small and getting to the crumbs. I did not really process what that would mean, the smaller pieces of leaves. That just doesn't look real appetizing, I'm not gonna lie. It's fine. I'll just drink the leaves. I mean, that's what I'm doing anyway, right? They're just not usually in the water. I mean, I know people do drink tea with leaves in the water. I have done that before, but not like this. Not where it just looks like a bunch of tiny little black bugs. I was getting Val. He was awake, but he was drinking his water. And I thought he would just, like, take a drink and then I could scoop him up, but he just kept guzzling it, and I was like, how long are we gonna stand here? We're late, my dude. Stop drinking the water. Anyway, eventually I just scooped him up. He hadn't actually stopped. I just picked him up and I brought his water bowl with him, and I was like, okay, let's go. I am writing in Cindy's book. I don't know what's going on. Things are happening. It's really, don't laugh at me, Birkin. It's a very convoluted story, and every time I go to, like, say what I'm doing, I either have a blank, like, I have no idea, I'll just open the document, I can't even think straight, or, like, all these different aspects of the story start shooting into my brain, and I'm like, I don't even know what to say, which is what happened today. I was just like, too much. So, anyway, yes, basically, the girls are getting their memories back and starting to make plans about how they're going to deal with the human experimentation stuff. Okay, someone left a comment on my fanfiction again, which has weirdly gotten popular recently. It's been a break. It's been like almost 2 months since the last comment, so I thought that it had died down, you know, we'd moved on with our lives. But I got this comment that is not in English, so I couldn't read it, so I had to Google Translate it. I was going through my inbox, trying to clean out my inbox, which is how I came across the AO3 email, and then I was like, what? So, yeah, I got this comment, and was like, what? So I Google translated it, and this is what it says. Lord, save me from clever writers and their mania for keeping me on the edge of my seat. It's better than the last physical novel this person read, which thank you, but also like how, what physical books have you been reading that this fan fiction is better than it? I only ask because I've read my fan fiction and it's not pretty. It's so not good, you guys. I don't know what all of this. I mean, I appreciate the love that has been pouring into my fanfiction this year since that video where I read it aloud to all of you, which you know, I felt at the time was possibly a mistake because it's not great. But turns out y'all like it for some reason. I don't understand. I mean, I kind of understand because I also enjoyed the stories, which is why I wrote a lot of it. But also it's not good, you guys. It's not good. I don't know why you all don't seem to understand how poorly written it is. I mean, it is fan fiction, so, you know, poor writing is par for the course here. So in that respect, I guess, you know, you don't expect a lot from it. The bar is low with fan fiction. But also, like, it's not good. But I will say, all the love that I've been getting this year, all the comments and everything on my fanfiction has, like, really made me want to go revisit it and finish The Adventures of Lucy Pevensey. I don't have time for that because I'm very busy writing my own books. And there's a lot of them, and they're much more important to me than my fanfiction. But I'm so tempted to play in Lucy's story again. Listen, if people keep commenting on it and, like, reading it, then maybe. The problem with that, though, is that, y'all will definitely see the jump in writing ability, okay? Like, you think it's good now, but then once you can, like, actually compare the two side by side, like, the chapter, we end Lucy's story like they're going into the Mines of Moria, right? You would go from, like, that fade to black scene into, like, actual real writing, and it would suddenly become crystal clear how poorly written all of those stories you just read were, you know? Like, I don't know if I want to make it so obvious, because I kind of enjoy that you're all blissfully ignorant or willfully ignoring how bad it is. Friday's update. I haven't brushed my hair, but it's fine. I have been making the 1500 goal all but one day this week. I missed one day. I didn't write on Wednesday. It's fine. We don't have to talk about it. Anyway, I haven't written yet today, but I intend to. I, on the site, only need 1460 today, so still within my 1500 thing. So that's fine. That's my update. I'm trying to come up with a cute saying for each of the books when I'm signing. Because I write, like, Enjoy Your Adventure Through Sherwood in book 1, but I don't want to do that in all 5, potentially 7, if they buy both series of the Robin Hood books at the convention at the end of April. So with the books that my family ordered, I'm currently playing with ways to sign. I want it to be, like, related to the book. Don't mind the children. Something in Dusty's book related to, like, facing your fears, or, you know, maybe I'll do a Bible verse that's like, be strong and courageous, you know, I don't know. I don't want them all to be super long, because if I'm writing them out, my hand will get cramped. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. If you have ideas, let me know. Maybe I should put that to my newsletter. I put it to my hedgies, and one of them suggested this idea that I loved, but I don't know that I could pull off, and it would also be long. It would be a lot of writing. Which essentially was like to write a poem that builds on itself. So, like, the first line in book 1, like, you enjoy your adventure through Sherwood or whatever, and then, like, in book 2 has a second line to add to the poem, and book 3 has a third line to add to the poem, which I thought was a really cool idea. But first I'd have to figure out how to write a poem, and second, I'd have to write a poem. And that's a lot of writing. I kind of want something like short and, you know, quick, snappy, but cute and related to the book. I don't know. I'm brainstorming here. I was brainstorming in one of the books, and then I thought that was a little mean to my brother, so. Much is about speaking up, right? Finding his worth, apart from Robin, his identity in Christ. I also have, so I have a dedication in each one that's sort of dedicated to myself / the character. So in Dusty's, it's to the girl learning to face her fears. To Dusty. And in Much's book, it's to the girl afraid to speak up, to Always in Shadow. That's what the original book was called, in case you haven't been here for all of that excitement. Alan's book, The Tragedy of the Traitor, it says to the girl fighting ghosts, to the tragedy of the traitor. I just realized that that is in a different font than the other two books I just picked up. That's a problem. You are a problem. And then, let's see. Book 1 is To the 17-Year-Old with a Dream, to Lucy's Legend. I don't remember what book 5 is, and I don't currently have it on hand. It's still in the mail on its way here. Anyway, but the little saying or whatever I'm trying to come up with to write could be related to that as well, but I don't want it to be the same. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I still have a few weeks before the convention, so I'll figure something out. And book 5 is Gisbin, my villain murderer who does get to come to Jesus, and I adore him. Why is he my favorite character? Guys, I really have no idea what I'm doing. This was a terrible idea. I stole book 1's idea. Straight up stole it. Plagiarism. So I've been writing Enjoy Your Adventure Through Sherwood when people buy my Robin Hood books, book 1, or like The Return to Sherwood. Literally any Robin Hood book, I write Enjoy Your Adventure Through Sherwood, which was starting to get redundant. Especially for people who buy all the books and then 7 times I say Enjoy Your Adventure Through Sherwood. That's ridiculous. Anyway, what am I ranting about? Oh, I stole that, yes. So, I can't reach it, it's too high. I read this, really great fantasy book by, what's her name, Kate Argus. This book called Windshaper, and she wrote in the front of it, Enjoy Your Adventure Through whatever place it is, which I can't recall right now, but anyway, I was like, oh, I could use that, so I do. So that's where I got the, like, Enjoy Your Adventure Through Sherwood thing. So yeah, I straight up stole that one. Which is why I think I'm struggling to come up with the other ones, for the other books, because I didn't come up with the first one. I mean, I sort of did. I saw that and was like, I could change that and use that.